Dublin City Council last night, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, the Greens and the Labour Party hiked the rents of some of the poorest people in our city, people in council housing and people reliant on HAP, many of whom are already paying out huge amounts of money in top-ups to landlords and are now seeing their differential rent to the council being hiked up. Particularly hits hard those who are suffering from the housing crisis, those who are living in overcrowded accommodation. It's absolutely scandalous that they would take this decision. We put forward, People Before Profit, on the council an alternative, which was to increase rates on the biggest 2.5% of businesses. It would have no impact on any other businesses because their rates would be rebated back to them, and it would have given 2.2 million more for housing maintenance than the Executive's proposal, would have provided extra funding for housing support advisors, would have delivered extra funding for traveller-specific accommodation, and crucially would have scrapped the rent increases. These rent increases in Dublin City Council aren't due to come in until April 2026, so the campaign is not over just because the budget has passed. We're encouraging tenants to join CATU. We're encouraging tenants to get organised. Obviously back in 1974, 1975 there was a rent strike of council tenants in opposition to the increase of rents, and we think a similar sort of people-powered grassroots movement from below has to be organised to defeat these rent hikes. And just to say, this is not going to be limited to one or two councils. So in the council that I represent in South Dublin County Council, this is on the agenda. It isn't included in the budget for the coming year, but it's something that the management is talking about. It's included in the government's housing plan. They clearly point at increasing council rent across the board. So council tenants and HAP tenants across the board need to get organised to defeat this rent increase at a time of a cost of living crisis.